Hi, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, all about helping women unleash her and walk in her power and purpose and live fierce, fabulous, and fulfilled. Want to talk about the heart. I titled this The Heart of the Matter. And what I'm talking about is getting to the heart of the matter, the root problem, or you may have heard people say, get to the root problem and not just, the top lever, the coat, a band-aid. And I've actually created a video called No More Band-Aids. And I guess this is just an addendum to that, but it's getting to the heart of the matter. And in this case, getting to the heart of the matter of why you're not living the life that you desire, or why you're not, getting the results or accomplishing your goals, your dreams as you desire, or where you want to be as you desire. So the heart of the matter. And the majority of the time when you do take that deep dive that I've talked about, going deep, and of course that requires you being honest with yourself and putting in that work, because when you get to the heart of the matter, it's not kind of like a one and done. Of course, I'm a firm believer. Mindset is our minds are our most valuable asset, and mindset, it's strengthening your mindset, just like you would strengthen your muscles. It takes training um, multiple times throughout the week. In this case, with the mindset muscle, it takes training pretty much every day, because you're interacting, you're showing up for life, you're interacting with others whom you have no control over, but you do have control over you. So strengthening your mindset, strengthening your beliefs, those muscles, so that you can show up and when situations come that are not so pleasant, or people that's not so pleasant, you can control how you act or not act, in a sense. Or you can also control what you say, and that requires, that put in that work, daily muscle, um, just like you would do strength training or exercising. Mindset is a daily practice, which you should have a daily mindset practice. I've talked about, a daily mindset practice. But getting back, which of course the mind, when you get really down to it, the heart of the matter is typically what's up here, what's in here, and as well as here, but mainly what's in here, our minds, that's holding us back. There's beliefs. That's where your subconscious mind, beliefs are stored in your subconscious mind, which is the driver. I've said it. I will continue to say it. If you're not, you can go do your own research if you don't believe me, but whatever. The subconscious mind is the driver, and that's where your beliefs around any and everything. And as I've stated before, beliefs, pretty much we form our beliefs, pretty much in our childhood years. And that goes back to, whatever messages, whatever stories, whatever you heard around anything, or whatever reoccurring messages that were, constantly said when growing up, or in, school, or somebody teasing you or whatever. If you constantly heard that or had that, then that is stored in your belief system, which is stored in your subconscious mind. And that is the heart of the matter. Getting to the heart of the matter. What beliefs, what limiting beliefs, and these are limiting beliefs that I'm talking about, because you do have some beliefs that, they're not limiting you, but we want to talk about the limiting beliefs, because that's the heart of the matter. That's pretty much when you deep dive and do that work, that's where you will find that there's something there that's blocking you. And a prime example, of course, let's talk about money. Money, uh, when you talk about money, what are your thoughts around it? What comes up for you? Do you have the amount of money? Are you making the amount of money that you desire? And that's what I'm saying. And this is for people that if you're not where you want to be or desire to be, um, and you find yourself constantly being sabotaged, or constantly maybe you're taking action but not getting anywhere, sabotaging your efforts, or you're just not even attempt to try, because maybe you think that what you desire, your dream life, is not possible for you. And that goes back to the heart of the matter of what's stored in your subconscious mind, in your belief system. Maybe deep down you desire something for your life, but you haven't shared it because you're afraid that you will be, criticized, or people are going to judge you, or, and that's the fear. But that all goes back to your belief system, what's stored there, and that is the heart of the matter. And now is the time to get to the heart of the matter. Stop sugarcoating and covering, or stop skimming over it, or band-aiding, applying band-aids, but get to the heart of the matter, which is, your belief system, which your beliefs, what are the beliefs that are limiting you? And all you have to do is actually some of the ways, or identifying limiting beliefs. I know you probably heard about it, people talking about limiting beliefs, but one of the ways, or some of the ways, is journaling. Do you write in your journal? Or being aware, like if a certain topic or situation or a person comes up, and be aware of your thoughts around whatever this topic is, or whatever this situation is, this scenario, or what this person, what are your thoughts? Are they negative? Are you angry? Are you bitter? Or if somebody brings up, living, you being rich, having lots of money, what are your thoughts? Are you cringe, or do you have something negative to say, or you criticize, or how they got this money, or something like that? All of those things actually are tied to, guess what? Your belief system, what's been stored in you, what keeps coming up. So also getting to the heart of the matter is being aware, so that you can acknowledge and change and go deep and bring out those limiting beliefs, replace them, so that you can live your dream, walk in your power and your purpose, because you have the power and you do have a purpose. I've said it before, we all have a purpose here, and we all have power. I just finished, the Walk in Your Power challenge. You missed that, but yeah, we just did the Walk in Your Power challenge. When you're talking about the 7 key powers that you can harness now, start harnessing now to create your extraordinary life and walk in your power. Take ownership, because you have the power, and guess what? Only you can change your life. And only you are responsible for changing your life. Yeah, you get help along the way, because you're not meant to go it alone or do it by yourself, but you are the one that have to take the initiative. You are the one have to be responsible and take control. And then the help that you desire, or that you're needing, the support, it will show up when you are ready and when you show up. So when it's about getting to the heart of the matter, so take some time. One, and this is for, like I say, for those individuals that are not where they desire to be, um, and mainly because you don't have your plan A. If you follow me or new to me, I'm not about that plan B, C, D. I talked about before. You see the memes. If your plan A don't work, there's 20 some other letters in the alphabet. No, I'm all about winning with your plan A. And because to get to your plan A, that requires you putting in work and coming up with, what is that dream? What do you want for your life? That becomes your plan A. And you take all of other options off the table and start doing the work to start winning with your plan A. But getting to the heart of the matter is, one, like I say, spending time with you. I talked about that. You have to spend time with you. When it comes to walking in your power and purpose, understanding what is your purpose, and even what is your dream, what do you want for your life, you have to start spending time with you. Uh, and also writing down uh, your thoughts, capturing ideas. As I've talked about, when you start spending time with you and getting in tune and in touch and turned on to your inner spirit, the answers are there and they will start flowing. So it answers that you have around your life, questions, whatever. Once you start putting in that practice of getting in tune, in touch, and turned on to your inner spirit, those answers, and it's capturing those, writing those down, whether you journal or not. But like I say, I would recommend that you start journaling, uh, writing those down, capturing them, because those ideas that comes up, I've talked about it before, that's the from the divine, that's inspired action, and those answers, also answers to whatever question you have, comes up, and it's not a one and done thing that you do, it's a daily practice that you do. That what I talked about earlier, the daily mindset practice. So getting to the heart of the matter, start spending time with you, start journaling and capturing your thoughts, your ideas, and go back and look at them. And then also any limiting beliefs, just being aware of what comes up, being aware of your thoughts, being aware of your words, being aware of your actions. And if they're not in alignment with what you truly desire, your heart's desire, and only you know what that is, only you know what you want for your life, your dream. And like I said, you may not have told anybody about this desire because you're afraid that you will be criticized or people are going to judge you or people are going to talk about you because no one in your circle, your immediate circle, are doing those things. I've been there, I know, but guess what? I said, F this, I'm going on anyway. I'm stepping out. I'm moving past my fear because I was afraid to fail. I was afraid to step out, afraid of failing, afraid of what people might think, even afraid of success. If I make it, success, but also getting to the heart of the matter. Because as I mentioned before, financial freedom has been a goal of mine for years. And it wasn't until I took a deep dive and started getting to the heart of the matters, like, okay, I've had this goal. Why am I not accomplishing this goal? And I know financial freedom that's a vague general goal. You have to tighten that up and hone that up and get specific. And I've done that, but I'm just for reference sake, I'm saying financial freedom, but I do have, how much money I desire to make a month, how much money I desire to make a year. But it's like, why am I not getting that? So that was one thing that was vague and general, but also going deeper and getting to the heart of the matter. It all boiled down to my money story and the limiting beliefs that I had around money. And guess where I got those from? Guess where I formed those beliefs? Growing up, my childhood. Of course, like most people, grow up, lack scarcity. That was the story. That was the constant, that was stated because, it is what it is. My parents just didn't have it. But, hearing that, constantly hearing that, and then also, the experience of course, my dad, unfortunately, he couldn't let go of the alcohol, but he spent his money on, drinking as well as, doing other stuff or giving my mom, his stories, my mom said giving, we needed school clothes. He'd give her money, come back after he got drunk, take it back, and growing up and witnessing that, all of that also formed in my belief system. Like I say, that's just an example, is check your money story, what's going on, and money, that's pretty much the most common issue because that's where most of us have limiting beliefs around money. And it's not until, like I say, I started getting to the heart of the matter and going deeper and looking at my own money story and even going deeper still because you can go deep and get to a certain level and then maybe you just stop, and you're wondering like, okay, why am I not able to get this? Why am I not able to accomplish this? Continue to go deep. That's why I say this work is not a one and a done. It's a lifetime investment in yourself of putting in that work, asking the questions, writing, journaling. And actually, I just reading Jen Sincero's new book, You Are a Badass, about with money. The lady that wrote You Are a Badass, but she has a new book out. And actually, one of the things she talked about, or she have her clients do, is write a letter to money. Like money is a person. You just freely write a letter to money and pay attention. If you want to do this exercise, I challenge you, go do it. Write a letter to money addressing money like it's a person, it's a human being. You're actually writing a letter to someone and just freely, don't try to gauge what you write, but just freely start writing and see what, and pay attention to what comes up, what comes up, what comes out for you. And if it's something that is hindering or limiting, or that was like, oh wow, I didn't realize that this was this deep, and then work on that. If there's limiting belief, work on replacing that belief. And how you replace a belief is you actually acknowledge it, uh, and then ask yourself some key questions. I'll talk about checking in with yourself by asking questions. Ask, is this true for you? And really answer, in most cases it's not. And also challenge it. Ask, is it true, and challenge it. Is it something that, okay, was formed because that's what your parents, instilled in you, that's what your parents said, or that's what whoever, you heard growing up, and look around and see examples, of just the opposite. So that proves that it's not true. And in the case of money or people living their dreams, living the life that they desire, creating their extraordinary life, living fierce, fabulous, and fulfilled. Just look around at some examples. You don't have to know them personally. That is proof that that limiting belief is a lie, and that's how you challenge it, but also you change it. You rewrite the belief, and then you repeat it every single day, multiple times throughout the day. But the key with beliefs, stating affirmations, mantras, and new belief statements is feeling into it. Feelings. You may have heard people say, get out your feelings, but when it comes to changing your beliefs, changing your mindset, manifesting anything in your life, whether negative or positive, is feelings. Feelings, emotions are the key. That's the secret ingredient. If you want to say secret, that secret, emotions, your feelings, that's the key. So once again, get to the heart of the matter. I would love if you're going through, maybe needing some help, or if you've been through and this, you actually did this, getting to the heart of the matter, which, like I said, goes back to your mind, your mindset, which basically your subconscious mind is the main key, because that is the driver. That's where your beliefs are stored. I would love to hear from you. So, leave a comment below on how it's worked for you, or you're going through now, getting to the heart of the matter. You're going to step up so that you can unleash you and walk in your purpose and power and live fierce, fabulous, and fulfilled. Create that life that you desire, because it is possible. And then also too, surround yourself with positive, supportive people. If your circle, your immediate circle, and I've talked about this, is checking your circle, or you may have heard me say check your circle or get rid of the dead. And I say the dead is things and or people that drains the life from you. And if that's in your immediate circle, or people in your immediate circle are, not wanting to improve their life or not wanting to grow, but you have this desire, but you think they're going to look at you crazy or act funny. I want to ask you this, because this is your life, and you have to ask yourself this. Think about it. Say, if this is your last day on earth, how do you feel? How would you feel, that you've allowed all these other people to hold you back, to keep you from living a life that you truly desire? And not only that, living a life that God wants you to live, to live the abundant, prosperous life. Success, our successes are important to God, because we are important to God. So how would you feel if you come to the end of your life and you let other people just constantly control you, whether that's people in your immediate circle, whether that's family, or total strangers, because you're afraid to show up, or you're afraid to put yourself out there, and you come to the end of your life. Do you want it filled with regrets? Because that's what's going to happen. You're going to feel with regrets, and taking your dream with you to the grave. I talked about don't let your dream die with you. So I want to ask yourself, think about that. What's more important, your dream, living the life that you desire, or what somebody may say and or do? Because I can guarantee, as I sit here, I'm not the first one. I won't be the last one. When it comes to pursuing your dream, living it, living it, changing your life, up-leveling your life, there are going to be some people, more than likely, as I sit here, that's not going to be happy, that will probably try to sabotage you. They may not be doing it intentionally, but because they are not willing to step up and step out, and they're used to you, they've gotten comfortable with you being this role, this person in that circle. So they're not going to be happy, and you may lose them, but you will survive, and it is okay. It's going to hurt, but you'll be okay. So once again, this is Patricia of JourneyToBestMe.com, asking you to get to the heart of the matter so you can walk in your power and purpose and live fierce, fabulous, and fulfilled.